for tuning into Animal Adventures. My name is Kylynn, and this week we're talking about a very important topic, and that is creating a disaster preparation plan for your pet. My pet is a dog. You probably remember his name is Wilson, and these are the items that are included in his disaster preparation kit. So let's talk a little bit about each item. I have about 2 gallons of water here that I keep ready and on the go, as well as a week's supply of dog food for him. I also have a spare brush, as well as an extra leash that I can clip on him and go. I have a couple of rolls of poop bags. I also have some paper towels that I can use to clean up any messes or wipe him down if necessary. I do have a can opener, and this is just in case I came across some wet dog food that I needed to open up. I do feed him his kibble, but if there was a wet can of food that I wanted to feed him, then I could open it with the can opener. I also have a stash of his very favorite treats, and these are really important because in stressful times or when you're in a hurry, your animal might become afraid or fearful, and you want some tasty, smell-good treats that you can use to lure them out or help relax them or help soothe them. I also have a small-sized towel here that I keep in his bag, as well as a poofy blanket. Some people do decide to pack an extra bed for their pet, but I just have this blanket that I use for him instead. I have an extra bowl for both food and water. And last but not least, I have a first aid kit, and I'm going to tell you a list of things that need to be inside your first aid kit. And then I also keep on hand a crate for him, and that's really important that you have some kind of carrier or enclosure for your animal to be ready to go with you. So you need either a plastic carrier for your cat or small animal. He's a bit of a bigger dog, so I do use a wire crate, and I keep that folded up with the kit items here. Things to keep in mind so you can be prepared in case of a disaster or an emergency. First and foremost, make sure your pet always has an identification tag that's up to date with your current phone number, address, and name. Lost pets cannot be reunited with their owners if they do not have an ID tag or a microchip. You should also carry 2 current photos of your pet with you in case they are separated so you can make lost pet flyers. Also, your pet really needs to be updated with their vaccinations. If there is an emergency or a disaster, they may be housed with other animals, and they run the risk of contracting an illness from other animals if their vaccinations are not up to date. So be sure to always have updated ID, updated vaccinations, and carry 2 photos of them that are current of your pet as well. You need to establish 2 trusted friends that can house your pet for up to 1 week if necessary. One friend should be local in this area. The other friend should be out of state or out of town in case you travel further away. You also want to research different emergency veterinarians as well as pet-friendly hotels that you can stay with your pet. Also keep in mind that most emergency shelters for humans, such as shelters set up by Red Cross, cannot house pets. Now to properly secure your house and your yard in case of an emergency or a disaster. So make sure all of your tall and heavy furniture is secured to the wall in case of an earthquake, and make sure your fence doesn't have any holes in it or your gate doesn't have any spots where an animal could slip out. It's also worth noting that during a disaster, cats tend to hide, whereas dogs tend to shoot for a door or shoot for a hole in the fence and flee instead. Comfortable using a crate or a carrier now, so if there is an emergency, they can go in it because they'll likely need to be transported in a crate or a carrier. So a way to do this is make sure that they associate their carrier or their crate with something positive, such as a trip to the dog park. So in the case of an emergency, they aren't freaking out and they can temporarily be kept in their crate or their carrier.